made a decision today to try and uncover some of our beds that we thought were pretty wet. So we've uncovered this one and it's been dug over, and whilst it's wet I think it's probably going to be alright. This next bed had broad beans in. I'm not too sure, we might try and dig it over. Obviously we've got to do the edges first, and finally our trial potato bed's had its cover taken off, and we'll have a think about what we do with that once we've edged it. The other thing we're going to have a go at today, I'll take you over this side of the plot. This is our old strawberry bed that we couldn't dig because it was just too hard with large cracks. So we've covered it, well, last spring we covered it with some weed control fabric, lots of wood chippings on top of that, and we're now in the process of taking those chippings off and having a look and seeing what else we can do underneath. Despite it being sort of, well, I don't know, dry and then wet, the wood chippings have broken down pretty well, and I'll probably try and dig those in once I get around to digging this bed. But the other plan is we obviously need somewhere to have our bonfire. It's got to be away from any weed control fabric or we just burn holes in that. The plan is to lift or roll back some of this weed control fabric, and then perhaps, if I can, dig over this bed, and we'll have a bonfire here in a few weeks' time. All the cracks have gone.
Yeah, it's still wet. There again, it's been totally covered up, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's had, what, quite a thick layer of mulch on it. But like you say, the cracks have gone. That's it, like claggy.
Yeah. It'll probably just dig over, I think, and then just be left for winter, and we'll have a bonfire on it and see what happens.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we'll do with that.
Right.
So I'll play the rest of it away.
The stuff on it's broken down well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
The tub that was empty we filled with some grow bag compost, haven't we?
Used grow bag compost.
Used grow bag compost, not the green waste grow bag compost. No. And I've sown some perpetual spinach in there. Don't know whether it'll come up at this time of year. The seed packet says it should, but can't always go by seed packets, can you? We'll find out. So this is now undercover in the greenhouse.
Harvest next?
Yeah.
Not too bad, is it, for time of year?
No. I did think that the dahlias would have had it by now, but still managing to get a few.
Yeah, look alright, don't they?
Yeah,
nice,
there's some of the red ones as well, which usually get quite battered by the rain, with them being sort of cactus types.
It's been more drizzly, hasn't it, this few days? So we got some leeks. I don't know
First lot of leeks, aren't they?
Don't know the variety because the label's clean, but we'll have a list, I think.
We've got to try and think about what we can use for labelling, haven't we? Because it's just not successful. It
flaky carrots.
Out.
Still had to dig loads to get those few. And some autumn king in there, same again, had to dig loads just to manage to get
It's a nice big
a
one.
few decent ones. Yes, yeah, ones that have survived as slugs are all right, but.
Do you think it's the slugs and the damp being growing in
yeah.
mud, really, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they are now.
Yeah. Well,
It
that's
was
what I
dry
mean.
through summer.
Yeah.
Spring onions that I presume are out of the tub in the greenhouse.
They are, yeah. Those are feast, and then the red ones are Lilia, but I don't think they're as good, really.
No.
A bit like red onions, really. We don't get as good red
don't,
onions, do we, as the brown ones?
And we're taking a cabbage home in true winter fashion with root attached, and then we'll just put some water in the bucket at home, or a little drop, just to keep it damp, and it will be alright for a few weeks, and maybe until we actually need to use it if we can't get down here.
Well, when we're doing coleslaw, we don't use a lot at a time, do we? So I just peel some leaves off
I
and
suppose we'll start using more now, won't we?
just nearly fell over.
How unusual. Oh, and we've harvested some
Bindweed,
bindweed.
which is going home.
It's going in the green waste, seeing as we don't use green waste anymore. And the other job, well, we haven't made any more progress at uncovering the beds down here. But that one dug over wasn't as wet as I thought it might be.
That was where the onions were last year, wasn't
A bit
it?
close round the edges, if you know what I mean. And this is how the old, or this part of the old strawberry bed has finished up. It doesn't look too bad. We should be able to do something with it. The plan is to dig it over as soon as possible and then let winter rains and frost break it up. That's worked in the past, so don't see why it won't work again.
That wood chip mulch has really broken down well,
It has, yeah,
hasn't
I just
it?
did
It's
that
made
in.
quite a good soil improver, really.
Yeah. So I think that might be the next job, and then we'll
What
be having
might
them
be the next job?
dig this over, just whatever it's like, and then just leave it.
We've still got a few flowers.
Plan is to have the bonfire there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, hanging on out there.
Yeah. I mean, mainly the Amior Queen Anne's lace, I think it's
Is that
called.
these?
Yeah. They're quite interesting, aren't they?
Yeah.
Different shapes. That one's just in bud.
I didn't know whether that was
No,
gone over.
that's
It's
in
is
bud.
it?
That one's gone over. That one's just coming out.
Yeah. Just get to that one.
That's just the whole lot of those are just opening up. I think I shall grow those again. They're quite nice.
Yeah. Heading home now.
Yes, I think so.
We got more done today than we thought we would do when it started drizzling as soon as we arrived.
Well, we had contemplated whether to come or not. We only really came because we thought we wanted some veg, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
But
Anyway,
then it
got a bit
brightened.
done.
Well, I can't say it brightened up. It
Give
stopped raining.
give you a sky view. This is the brightened up scenario. It's better than, much brighter than it was, and it's not drizzling.
And we've uncovered some beds, take the weed control fabric off, haven't we, to
Yeah.
try and let a bit of air to them and let them dry
them
out a
dug
bit,
over.
ready for digging. Dry out a bit, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah. Right, that's it then. So, bye for now.
Thanks for watching, bye bye.